Welcome to the Revenge Of Podcast, your weekly podcast for all things Revenge Of and more. I'm Jeff Iser, and joining me as always is Coral Breeden.
Hello.
And Joe Myers.
What's up?
Oh, we're back with episode 11. God damn.
Yeah.
We're in the new digits.
Those doubles.
Yeah. I guess last week
Those
was
double
doubles.
Ds.
The double one, the one ones.
Double D's.
Jesus
What?
Christ. Yeah, here we are. I gotta be honest, I had kind of a shitty day today. It wasn't the best day.
Wow.
But I've been looking forward to just getting in here and just fucking talking about titties and who else knows what,
You don't want to talk about your terrible day? Let's
It's
get
just
personal.
It's just like sometimes I have to double check to see like if Mercury is in retrograde, because sometimes it feels like things just like aren't going right. And like it's like one thing after another.
So is Mercury in retrograde?
That's what I've checked probably 16 times this month.
Where is a retrograde?
So April 1st is retrograde. April 1st to April 25th. So Mercury I'm in no way knowledgeable whatsoever about this, but
Okay.
apparently Mercury retrograde, I'm going to butcher the shit out of this, but it's like it's an optical illusion that looks like Mercury is traveling in a different direction in the sky, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was Mars.
No, it's Mercury.
Oh.
And when it does that, it's supposed to, like, people are all in a bad mood, and you're not supposed to make any sort of business deals. You're not supposed to travel. That's a big one. Do not travel or make plans to travel. And it's all these other sorts of things. But I don't necessarily believe that, but it's nice to have something to blame.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
I know.
That's so Pisces of you to say. Is that?
I'm a Sag, thank you.
Oh, Sagittarius. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those days where things were like shitty. And, it's been one of those years so far.
We're 3 months in.
Yeah, shit.
I mean, I guess we should put a name on it. The industry just kind of blows right now.
Yeah, the whole television industry just like collapsed on itself. I mean, the whole like the strikes didn't help very much at the last year.
Not that they weren't necessary or anything, or
right, but I mean, in terms of like the industry itself. So like in 2007 and 2008, when there was a writer's strike, there was this massive boom in reality television because since they couldn't make any of the other TV with that involved writers, all the networks were buying all this reality TV because there are no writers and they're typically non-union. So it was like a massive boom. So we were super busy. There was all these crazy shows. This year or last year, everyone was like, well, that'll just happen again, so we'll be fine. But what happened was all of the networks had spent all of their money trying to ignite the streaming wars, if you will, that when it came time for this strike, there was no money to buy or spend on reality television. So basically all of the industry just kind of like came to a standing halt, which, at the time wasn't too bad. There was still some stuff going on, but now that we've reached, now that the strike is over and we've reached this new year, there's no money to do anything. And basically everything's just collapsing in on itself.
I know nothing. You just blew my mind with that.
Did I?
Yeah.
I watched a TikTok that probably Joe or
how did you find it?
I watched it on Instagram, like an adult.
Yeah.
And somebody, it's like this producer guy who's got like a bunch of followers, and he did like a breakdown of like what's going on, and he's talking about, and he's like a producer on Big Brother or something, and I guess there's all these executives and producers and such that are out there like driving DoorDash, and Uber. Because they ain't no work for anybody.
That's wild. I need to like get more knowledgeable about Hollywood, I guess.
Yeah. No, you don't. You'll be better off without it.
Well, if you live in Southern California, a passing knowledge is probably helpful.
Yeah, it certainly is. But, I've been here for almost 20 years. And like up until we opened this store, I was like I only associated myself with people in the industry. I didn't know anyone else that was outside the industry at all.
Is that gross? Like,
well, you didn't realize it was gross at the time because you just think, oh, we all here, we all work in the industry, and that's all there is out here.
And you bounce around, so you meet a ton of people.
Yeah.
And you just keep meeting new people here, and you end up meeting again on a different thing. But so it kind of makes it hard to. I would say this industry isn't great for friends.
Oh no, yeah,
Not
because
from
like Because you do, each job only lasts like 6 weeks to, if you're lucky, a couple of months, and then you go on to the next job, and then sometimes it's the same people, sometimes it's a totally different group of people. So it's hard to like the years just like fly by because you're just like seat of your pants the whole time. But up until we opened the store, it didn't even occur to me that other people do other stuff. But now we know people that do all kinds of stuff.
And I mean, the part of that is that when you're working 10, 12-hour days. So you're just working. Yeah. And then after that, the rest of the world doesn't work that way.
Yeah. It's kind of brutal because you trick yourself into thinking, well, I've got to do this and I've got to work 18 hours or, someone else will come along and do it. And if I fuck this up, then I might not get the next job and blah, blah, blah. And you just put yourself into this miserable spiral. And then it all just goes away. And then you're like, well, shit, now what do I do? I got to pay all these dang bills. Yeah.
Whenever I moved here, they were like, oh, what do you do? I was like, what? What do you mean? They were like, you singing, you dancing, you acting? I was like, no, I touch pinball machines. That's about it.
I touch pinball machines and I don't shave my legs.
Hell yeah. Nair for life, baby. Yeah.
So I don't know. It's been a rough several months, I would say, for the industry especially, and then just trying to keep everything afloat. It's been like really hard. And then
and you see it everywhere in Southern California because with that industry gone, that's it's affecting foot traffic and it's everyone's feeling it right now in SoCal.
But I will say, I look forward to spending 2 days a week trying to make people laugh, I guess. Mondays when we record the podcast and when we go on live. And then sometimes people send me sweet messages like, you're so hot. And stuff like that.
Cutie.
And then I realize it was all worth it.
There you go.
It's all a means to an end here. And Mercury is not in retrograde yet.
No retrograde.
So I'm the only one to blame.
So we've got retrograde to look forward to.
Yeah. I can't wait for that.
So don't do anything the month of April.
The whole month?
You said April 1st.
April 1st to the 25th.
You got to get your retro. I am traveling, though.
Uh-oh.
Well, not in a plane. Is it like only plane travel?
No, don't travel. You can't travel.
I already booked it.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, fuck you. I'm going to be thinking about that. Like, do I ever come back from this?
Hold on, I'm going to...
Well, Molly's probably already thought of that. Mousy girls, they love...
I'm sure she's got crystals and shit.
Yeah, she does have crystals.
Yeah.
I saw that. She has her own little studio in the apartment, and I was walking out, and I looked up. I was like, what's on the door frame? It's crystals. She was like, it's for the good energy in here. And I was like,
she's keeping Mercury at bay,
Yeah, she's the reason it'll be better for Mercury. I don't fucking know.
Mercury retrograde refers to the period of time in which the planet Mercury appears to, but doesn't actually move backwards. This is an optical illusion first noticed and described by astronomers, all planet, blah, 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 blah. So it's basically exactly what I said.
Word for word.
Word for word. What is it? For these reasons, astrologers often advise that we avoid travel, sensitive communication, and making decisions during Mercury retrograde. Technology breaks down, flights are delayed and or canceled, and texts are misinterpreted.
For 3.5 weeks?
It's always like that. And it happens like 4 times this year.
Mercury is toxic as fuck.
Yeah, Mercury is not your friend.
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know. So, suck on that, I guess. Maybe we should do a whole Mercury retrograde podcast.
I will be useless. I don't know what that... Don't make me learn
We're all
about astrology.
learning here. We can make flashcards.
Oh, God.
I will say, though, as shitty as the industry has been and like every other day has been, there's one thing that brings me joy.
Ugh.
And that one thing is rewatching Fast and Furious with you. I gotta say.
Oh God! Yeah. You only watched like 3 of them.
I know, but listen, so we watched 8 last night when we got home, and there's something, and I've said this many times on the podcast, but I am not big on rewatching things like in general. But I have rewatched these movies many times, and they go down real nice, and I feel like I'm rewatching them, and it's like I don't remember what happens next. Like I remember like the gist of most of it, but it's all a jumble, so I'm not exactly sure what order things happen in. So it's entertaining. regardless.
Okay, yeah. I feel like you do have to watch these movies a couple times just
There's so much.
You learn new stuff every time.
100%.
And I'm just like dreading it because I'm like, do I want to rewatch it? Nope.
All right, so top line, because you watched Fate of the Furious last night as well. What's your one sentence quick take
on
the movie?
Oh, it's this lovely message that says see message 3 to see why audio will not play. That was the best message.
Okay, so I lent Coral my our Fast and Furious 7 collection, and then I had bought a bunch of Fast and Furious to put in the vending machine, and so I gave her a copy of Fate of the Furious, and she was watching it. Apparently, I had myself a bootleg copy.
What?
Yeah, it would not play, and I was like, maybe it's just like the next 5 minutes or something. I fast forwarded to the end, nothing, no sound. I was like, okay, $3.49 I had to spend. God.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but there's worse things to spend $3.99 on.
I mean, I guess. God,
it's like the cost of like a Celsius. You know what I mean? You can't even buy a coffee at Revenge Up for that.
Damn, don't blast us like that. What do you mean? God.
Okay, so you had to rent it. The quality was probably better when you rented it, but
yeah, it was good. It didn't have the extended like the end.
Yeah.
And I was like disappointed because isn't there like bonus credit?
There is no bonus scene on that one. Yeah.
We checked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So okay, what did you think of this one?
This one was completely different than the rest of them.
100%.
1,000 what the fuck was this? Because it was like 1 through 7, are not a part of this. 8 is his own separate thing.
Yeah.
The intro, I did not like. I usually like the intros, but this one I was like, this is gay.
Oh, the intro with all the booty shaking?
It's not the booty. Why? They're in Cuba. Why does everyone in Cuba have a 1950s, 60s car?
Yeah.
There's not one normal
That's how
car.
it is.
In Cuba?
Yeah.
Well, because the what was it? The embargo?
Yeah, they couldn't so Cuba was embargoed for up
Isn't
until
that
like
the right term? That might not be the
I don't know.
right term.
But it was there was no shipping or receiving in Cuba up until like Obama. Right? And so they only had 1960s cars there, and they were all pimped out. That's part of like Cuban culture.
Really?
Yeah, that's a whole
I'm
thing.
so uneducated. That was really okay. Then that's really cool.
That's why the cars were like that.
But they were so nice. I was like, Cuba.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's a whole thing.
I don't even know where. Okay, where to even fucking begin with this? This movie was just. I actually really liked it.
It was good, right?
Yeah, it's you get what is it? Dom goes to the dark side.
Yeah.
Charlene, what's her name?
Charlize Theron.
Everything she said was just a catchphrase.
I know.
It was like, you got to be smarter than that. Smart girl, but I'm better. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
Okay.
It was kind of like rewatching this one. It was like it's a new director again for this one, and they definitely made it more serious. Like it's like legitimately good, I think, and it's also like they toned down The Rock and they toned down Vin Diesel a little bit in terms of like what they were saying. I think
a lot of what The Rock says doesn't slap quite as hard as it used to.
You didn't like Tay-Tay concerts? I was like, did he just fucking okay?
Daddy's staying home.
Oh God!
I'm gonna beat your ass like a Cherokee drum, boy.
Oh my! I'm trying to see if I even put that one down. Oh yeah, whenever The Rock gets arrested and he goes to this prison.
Yeah.
Why is Shaw not under all that concrete and now he's in a cell across from him?
I think the implication is that whole thing is underneath that concrete. Like that whole prison wing.
Okay.
Is like the idea.
It was just weird that like he got arrested the same place that Shaw was kept, and I was like,
well, because they're like, I think they're trying to say like they're both like high level trained people, and this is like this maximum security black site or whatever.
Is there a real prison for that, do you think?
I mean,
where it's like they're trained like that?
I would hope so. I mean, you gotta imagine there are maximum security prisons, but I mean, if you're, I don't know.
I don't know. I was just curious. I think a lot whenever I watch these, but them two want to sleep with each other. Absolutely.
100%.
Them like talking shit through the glass and like the heavy breathing. The Rock is of course sweating. And I was like, okay. And then he's told him, he's like, get your candy ass back out there and toss some more salads, boy. I was like,
boy.
I was like, okay.
And then he rips that concrete thing out of the wall. And
yeah, starts curling it. I was like, what are you? Yeah, they it's for gay men. It went right back to it.
During that whole sequence is so awesome in the prison when they're breaking out, and Jason Statham is just fucking kicking ass. And I was wondering, like, do you think he actually? Because I know he's obviously well known for like these movies where he's doing all kinds of crazy stuff, but is he like Jackie Chan where he's like actually doing stunts, or is he like just like he just stands there and does the lines and then someone else comes in and does all this crazy
I think
shit?
he does his own stunts.
Yeah.
I think I mean, I would hope so, or everything is like
it's
lie.
all a lie.
My guess is he doesn't do all of them.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. That whole sequence was awesome. And then they obviously tee us up a lot for Hobbs and Shaw with their whole relationship and stuff.
He was so sad whenever he thought he was dead. And he like punched a part of the wall off. I was like, oh, big mad.
No.
It was
he left an indent in the shipping container door, right?
Was that
the
it?
thing? Yeah.
Oh God.
God.
I loved his The Rock's and I think this is just at the end, he has that like leather vest on.
Yeah, what was that? Like Stone Cold? Yeah, it was like, where's your shirt? Like I don't know. That prison scene was really good. I thought it was so fucking long though.
Yeah.
And then I did think about, does The Rock do his own stunts? Until I saw him slide under a guardrail and shoulder check a fence and then land on his feet. I was like, he didn't do that.
Yeah.
And then started punching people. I was just like, you didn't do that.
It was
There's
awesome
no way.
because we were like, you know, Shaw's like pulling his punches and like knocking people out, and The Rock's just straight up murdering people.
Yeah. That guy went to like grab him or like stab him, and he was like, not today, bitch.
He
And
stabbed him in the heart.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God. It wasn't like you're supposed to be like an official. There's like a system.
Like slamming prison guards' necks into like handrails and shit. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, like throwing people off the balconies.
But
I know.
they do all that, and then they end up at the end, same time, fight stance, and then they don't even fight because Mr. Nothing and Nobody come out, and I'm like, all that for what?
Yeah.
Just heavy breathing, looking in each other's eyes. I was like, "Ooh, here we go."
I think the one thing I disliked about the movie, which I disliked when we originally saw it, was the fact that they were like trying to replace Paul Walker with
I wrote that.
Eastwood.
Yeah.
And it doesn't work really. And he's kind of like an annoying character or whatever, but he doesn't show up again until 10. So I think they got the memo.
Back? Yeah, don't bring it back. That pissed me off because I was like, is that a little disrespectful?
Yeah, I think.
And I'm like, I don't like Mr. Nobody's here, and I know that he's supposed to be like the replacement. I don't want to see you anymore. The point of Mr. Nobody is that he's cool and he pops up every now and then.
Yeah.
Go away.
Yeah.
He was like trying to like talk like Brian, I guess, with like, here's what we're going to do. And I'm like,
Yeah, and he drove the blue car.
I tuned out. I was like, this is fucking dumb.
Yeah. But I didn't, I definitely didn't like him. And he's not in 9, but he does show back up in 10, and he's not annoying in 10, I'll say.
A lot less screen time in 10.
Unmemorable. Yeah, okay, what else?
What else I got? Also, you should have, both of you, Matt, I should have prepared me for this emotional roller coaster.
It was fucked up.
Right.
And it really got to me. Oh my God.
They did her dirty 3 times.
Trace. I was so mad because, okay, they did her right.
Who are we talking about?
Sorry. Dom meets, what's her name?
The Brazilian lady.
the back, Charlene.
Oh, Charlize Theron.
Cypher.
So, who's, I don't like how her forehead is the same color as her hair, and it's like blending, and she just looks like a mess. But whatever. So she shows him a picture, and he was like, "Silent. What is it?" He goes to the dark side. That's right, Dom Dark. I love
Dark
it.
Dom.
Dark Dom. And he gets on this plane, which is airplane is incredible. Okay,
Yeah.
It has everything.
Yeah.
The Brazilian baddie is back with a new haircut.
Yep.
And a motherfucking baby.
A motherfucking baby.
A child. Da-da. I was like, what? I woke, Molly fell asleep, and I woke her up, and I was like, look at it. It's a baby. It was awesome.
A real baby.
Yeah, real baby.
Yeah.
Not, fuck you. Nobody imprinted on this baby. But then it got real sad at the end.
Yeah, they kill her.
Yeah, twice. Why'd you shoot her in the head 2 times?
But we never saw her get shot in the head, so I don't know.
We haven't entered that era
of Fast and Furious
yet.
Yeah,
what?
That's true.
If you tell me, if I see her again, I'll lose. She's dead.
She has not come back yet.
Well, he prayed up in the sky and we'll take care of our boy. I'm like, I couldn't. I thought that was so fucked up.
Yeah.
I did not like that. I was like,
I
was mad.
So let's recount her journey. She quit her job and ran off with Dom, only for Dom to run back to his ex.
After she got that job when her husband died. And then
that's right.
Yeah.
Then the second movie rolls around. She's got a terrible haircut. And she is like in and out. She's not really in the movie that much. And then she comes back. She got herself a goddamn baby, and then she gets killed.
Yeah,
she does. I mean, if we're checking the timeline, right? Best case scenario, she's pregnant when she's exploded out of a building.
True. Yeah, I know. She's definitely pregnant when the rock blows out the building in 7.
Yeah,
and they land on the car.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
right?
we don't know how much time
she
has
has
passed.
to be.
They haven't
unless Dom like went over and had a little howdy do one last time, which is totally maybe.
I'm trying to think just how long it would take her for her hair to grow back. And change it, but I don't know.
She also had the same outfit in the last 2 movies she was in, but then the she was wearing that brown Lululemon jacket.
Oh yeah,
2 movies in a row. This time she did not, so they at least like did her less dirty in my mind.
They still shot her in the head twice
in front of her baby.
She does spend at least a week in a small room in the same outfit.
Yeah,
true.
That also was not a real baby reacting to the shot sound. It was just like a slow, like ghost baby just wallowing around. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, the whole baby sequence towards the end with Jason Statham.
That was awesome.
I
was like, he's such a good uncle. But also, wait a minute, Shaw and Shaw.
Yeah.
So Dom went to Shaw's mama secretly.
Helen Mirren.
Yeah.
Oscar winner Helen Mirren.
Why is that? Oscar winner Helen Mirren.
Because she's a big deal, important actress, and now all of a sudden she's in Fast and Furious, and it's hilarious.
And she's doing.
She does this accent where it's like Cockney, isn't it? It's hilarious.
I'll figure out who she is later.
Yeah.
Okay. But she did really good. I liked her.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was Shaw's mama, and then she works, and then Shaw and Shaw are now the heroes basically of this fucking movie.
Yeah. You gonna bring your brother?
No, mother. Like, and then they get in an argument. It was awesome. She starts crying. It was great. Whatever. But that baby scene was just like, what a good uncle he is.
Yeah.
And now they're buddies, which are you buddies? Because he still killed your family. And what are they going to do? I guess I'll find out for 8.5.
I guess you'll find out. Yeah. I mean, he comes back he's back in 9, I think towards the end or something.
I think he
has a pop up in.
I think he's got a post credit in 9.
Yeah, because they went off and did Hobbs and Shaw, and this is the last time we see The Rock.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, he's in Hobbs and Shaw, but this is when his beef with Vin Diesel came about.
Peak here, so
yeah. Okay, so they did Your Baddie Dirty again, and that was very emotional. The whole baby thing's fucked up.
That was wild.
Yeah.
I do want to talk about the autopilot scene with the cars.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's just kind of what I envision when AI takes over.
Totally.
That was insane with all those cars. And I was like, what? Like all these Priuses are just crashing into each other. Like,
I know. I'm trying to think like, okay, like it's like at the time it seemed really far fetched. It still kind of does because like you can't self-drive a Prius, but maybe if there's some sort of thing built into it that we don't know about, maybe I don't know.
It could be.
There very well could be. So like, but now watching it again, it seems less far fetched.
Yeah.
You know, because we do have self-driving cars out there, and you could
and pretty much all of them have to be connected to some sort of cellular service.
Yeah, so
in order to function, because that's like a subscription.
Yeah,
so they all have their own like cell phone chip.
Presumably, you could hack a car fairly easily. I would imagine.
I bet Ludacris could do that.
Luda is he's a wizard with them typing fingers.
That was also, how have they not fucking ran over one person? Where I don't understand, like they're going down these streets and these roads and they're racing, you know, because part of being a secret agent is knowing how to drive a fucking car.
Well, Letty's driving around on 2 wheels.
Yeah, okay. God, not one person gets hit, but the death toll in these movies has just
It's escalated, right?
Whoa, that's
pretty
gnarly.
It's pretty bad.
Mhm.
This movie did come out 7 years ago. It's a long time ago.
That's a long time.
Yeah, the scene with all the cars just
Mhm.
is awesome.
And then he's on top of it like a fucking super villain. I was like, is
Yeah.
Marvel
Yeah.
taking over? Because he comes out with a mask and
the giant saw.
and a shield. I was like, oh, let's relax, guys. It's like it's a
Yeah.
car movie. Vroom. Like, what is this?
Vroom.
They do a good job of tying it back to the cars without it feeling super forced. That it's like all about cars. I think.
What? It's what? Where?
I mean, we've added planes pretty solidly at this point.
Yeah.
Planes play a big part.
Because the cars are inside the planes. There's a car garage in the planes.
Yeah.
Like they go to. Are they in Russia whenever they're underground with all those vehicles? Like they're like in car heaven.
Oh
No, that is in New York.
yeah.
What? Where was I? Damn, I don't know. But still, it's like it's all about the cars.
Yeah.
And they're like, look at all these
Look at all
thousands
these
of cars
cars.
that we're just underground working on for DVD thefters.
I know. Letty's like, I mean, all of them. Like Tej is like, Ludacris is like describing how to dismantle this like nuclear submarine warhead
Mhm.
tracking system.
Yeah.
Where the fuck did you learn how to do that?
Yeah, where's the Russian manual for, like, you can't read Russian, but you just look for the countdown.
Like you
Yeah.
were just a guy sitting on the garage by the river taking bets, and now you're just like this IT guy. Like,
Maybe he's just super smart.
oh, okay, maybe they just didn't think about the writing in this movie.
Well, I mean, we already have agreed to suspension of disbelief like 4 movies ago. So I mean, it only goes up from here.
Oh my god, this journey just
It's pretty epic.
yeah, we'll see.
I mean, the movie, yeah, 8. Like I said, when I first saw it, I was kind of about it, only because it was so different.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because it had to be. But the subsequent rewatches, I've decided that I do, in fact, really like this movie. Charlize Theron's in the next 3.
Well, yeah,
movies.
she got away. Yeah.
Yeah, she's got a bowl cut in the next one.
Well, she said another catchphrase because that's all she was. I'm the only one with a parachute. It's like the baby.
I feel like we
The
should.
baby.
I feel like we should show her the trailer for the 9th one and get a reaction.
Okay.
Let me pull it up. So Fast 9 was during COVID, so it got delayed like a year or something. It was supposed to come out like April or May 2020.
You watched the trailer for a movie you've already seen?
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't I?
I do like on the DVDs how it gives me a sneak peek for the second one. I was like, that must have been fun for you 10 years ago.
Fast 9. I might have to take a poop break.
Oh my God.
I hate to break it to you. So here's a fun thing we can do. I'm gonna play the Fast 9 trailer for you to watch and do live reactions to.
Okay. So I just
Yeah. This came out 4 years after Fast 8, Fate of the Furious.
okay. Are you taking a poop while I do this?
No.
Okay.
I want to watch this reaction. Ready?
Okay. Yeah, give me a
I
little.
used to live my life a quarter mile at a time.
Oh God.
But things changed. I'm a father now. I will always be in your heart.
This music feels like it's getting dark.
Brian, I have a gift for you. Your daddy gave me this. Now I'm gonna give it to you. It's very special.
Please.
It's for protection from what's coming.
All right, Dom. What's next?
No matter how fast you are,
I am not to be compared to you.
no one outruns their past.
Oh, fuck that.
You trying your best to become me.
And mine
Me is that? Oh.
just caught up to me.
Been a long time, Dom.
So we're up against a master thief, assassin, high performance driver,
He just caught a fucking car.
Jacob is Dom's brother.
What? What? What do you mean?
Push yourself to be faster than Dom.
Oh, when he's with the bowl cut.
Stronger than Dom. But could you kill him? Because I'm ready if you are.
This is not what family's
There's
about.
nothing more powerful than the love of family. But you turn that into anger, there's nothing more dangerous.
Maybe this is the end, but we're gonna go out together.
You know I'd ride to the death with you.
Gosh.
Oh, Mia's in this a lot.
Let's get to work. Please tell me that's not a Pontiac Fiero strapped to a rocket engine?
Impressive. I know.
No. No, that's not impressive.
Not all blood is family. Wow.
I came here to take you down, little brother.
That's your mistake. This is my world.
Shut the fuck up. She just like a fucking what?
Hold on.
Like a bird.
What I
Just-
think you're thinking. There's no bridge.
Oh, hell no.
I love that you know exactly what's happening.
Oh yeah.
Are you?
There's more.
Hey guys. Surprise.
Hey!
Clubhouse.
Hey! Is he dead? Is this where is this? Justice is coming. Wait, is he dead? What?
Han's back, baby.
Yeah, but is this before or after?
This is after.
So they faked his death?
He's not dead, baby.
Who did they bury?
Well,
Oh my God,
You'll find
Jizz is in
out.
the ground.
Jizz is in the ground.
They did get her off that runway. Holy shit. That trailer, see, what the fuck? Watch the trailer for the first one and then that one.
It's insane.
It's so, I don't even, like, what's the word? Like, it's more like James Bond and,
Yeah.
but they're not. Like-
Yeah. It's like Mission Impossible, but like
It's like the first one tried to be a serious like street racing movie,
Mhm.
and then along the way they were like, well, we can't keep doing that.
Yeah.
So how do you up it? And every time they up it, they up it.
They up it.
That
hard.
trailer is in fucking insane.
I know. Justin Lin comes back to direct this one, and he's the one who directed 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Okay.
He was gone for 7 and 8. So he kind of brings it back, and then this one into the next one are just fucking awesome.
That, and what do you mean his brother is an actual, like, high criminal, like, thief and
Yeah.
is a trained assassin?
Yeah.
You're from East LA.
Yeah.
You grew up in the same house. Like,
We get
Mia?
some and Mia,
Mia, like,
the
come on.
sister.
Yeah.
She's back.
Yeah.
'Cause she's Dom's sister, so she's Jacob's sister.
Jacob?
That's
Oh.
John Cena. Jacob. Team
Not-
Jacob, baby.
Not all blood is family.
Wow. I need that on a shirt.
Yeah. That shit's intense. And imagine us all pumped up for this, and then boom, had to wait an extra year.
Yeah.
It sucked.
Yeah.
It's like officially in soap opera zone at this point, and
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Well, they had
Wild.
they let us know that Han was coming back before the trailer. Like they just said he was in the movie, going to be in the
'Cause
movie.
All
and,
the casting.
and
like, came
so
around.
we were like, wait, he's going to be in the movie. What does that mean? And then they put it in the trailer, and it like blew our minds.
Yeah. Why would they? Yeah. What the fuck? If you wouldn't have shown me that, I would just went into it blind and been like,
I know.
What
I
are they
think it's
doing?
important to I mean, this gets you excited for sure, and so I think it's important to have that little excitement. I thought it'd be a juicy.
You think
now
about
now you got to wait a week.
Wait, now I got to watch 8.5 first.
I know.
Oh,
So
that's right.
then,
Hobbs and Shaw is crazy. Too.
You have plans for your Hobbs and Shaw viewing?
yeah, I told Kenzie she's going to come over after, I guess I leave Friday. We're going to get Chiba Hut.
Ooh.
I'm going to take my
show.
edibles.
Oh,
yeah.
show. Hobbs and Shaw is really good, and I was actually looking at who directed it last night, and it's the director that did Deadpool and Deadpool 2.
Cool.
John Wick, the first one.
Okay.
He did.
I forget what else you said last night.
Bullet Train.
Mm-hmm.
Bullet Train was awesome.
I know about a bullet train.
Did you see Bullet Train?
Mm-hmm.
Did you with Brad Pitt?
Yeah, no, I actually saw the movie. I was
Okay.
just being gross.
Yeah, okay. So he did all those, and it's like, it's just as crazy. And we get to meet more Shaws of Sunset.
More Shaws?
There's more Shaws.
Shaws.
Family.
Vanessa Kirby, she's in it.
Oh, Vanessa.
You don't know Vanessa
Mhm,
Kirby.
no.
We talked about this last time, or a couple days ago.
Vanessa Kirby's in like all of the high octane action movies.
She
all of a
just got
sudden.
cast as Sue Storm. Whoa.
Oh, that one. That one.
Yeah, she's going to be in Fantastic Four.
Ooh, yeah. I know that. I love you, Vanessa.
She's who's her brother in that? Johnny Blaze is the guy from Stranger Things.
Oh yeah. Joe, is his name Joe?
Yeah, Joe something. The guy that was you saw Stranger Things, right?
Yeah.
The guitar playing long hair guy
Oh,
from the last
really?
season. He's
Mhm.
playing Johnny Blaze in Fantastic Four.
Johnny Storm.
Johnny Storm? Oh.
Is it? Oh.
Johnny Blaze is Ghost Rider.
Yeah, you're right. Sure. I own a comic
Well,
book
because
store.
Yeah, embarrassing. Wow.
Sue Storm's brother.
All right, that makes more sense. That makes more. But he does catch on fire.
Yeah, he does catch on fire. You're right.
Yeah, I know.
Johnny Blaze is sketchier.
Yeah.
Then it's Johnny Storm, and I'm on fire. I'm not a storm.
Yeah, you're a fire.
Are you okay?
Yeah. All right, so that's I guess that's our Fast and Furious of the week. It's hard to sorry. So sorry.
Oh,
You cued me in everything.
I know, it was
ruined
my
the
fault.
moment.
It's hard to really break down the Fate of the Furious because like I said, like it just felt it's just good and entertaining. Like I literally only wrote down one thing. I just wrote beat your ass like a Cherokee drum. That was it. The whole time.
I wrote so much. I
Yeah.
feel like it's super surprising that these movies aren't in 2 parts
Yeah.
because it is quite a bit like information
Yeah.
and so much is happening. But this one didn't feel like it was like forced shit happening and then it's like this is going on here and then that's over there. I wasn't confused. I was like, okay.
Well, Fast X ends on a cliffhanger, and they were calling Fast X the finale, and then they decided to call it a 2-part finale, Fast X and Fast X Part 2,
Okay.
and then they changed it to a 3-part finale.
Yeah.
So there's 3.
What?
Fast
There's
X is gonna
yeah.
be 3 movies.
Fast X.
Oh.
Yeah.
XXX.
Oh shit.
all
Fast
triple
Triple
X.
Is this? Yeah. Is this going back to Triple X?
Oh god.
Could
And
you-
then he's Xander Cage all of a sudden.
Oh my god, yeah, they just tied to that. So stupid.
Oh god.
I will say there was a Twilight reference in this movie.
Was there?
Yeah. Whenever the guy that killed the Brazilian baddie, when Dom kills him,
Yeah.
how he flips him up on his back and then does that to his neck. That's how you kill a vampire in Twilight.
Oh, you're
Oh,
right.
Yeah. I
You're
was
right.
like, oh.
Did you? There was lots of fun little throwbacks that I think you would only catch like if you had seen this a couple times, like when the Shaws land on the plane and Owen is like, "This is a nice plane," and then he got all weird about it because remember he had a big plane and he got thrown out of it.
Oh,
With
yeah.
jizz.
Yeah, with jizz, yeah. God, they still did her dirty. I would
I
have went to
know.
that funeral.
I know. She didn't have a
She
funeral.
didn't even get a funeral.
I would have, I don't know, shoveled that bitch off that runway. Come
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, but we're getting Han back, baby. Ooh.
I know, that is,
It's
I was like,
pretty good.
I did miss him. He really wasn't like a huge part
No.
of it, but I was like,
He's
I
a
like your
chill
energy.
dude.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
the super chillest.
Yeah.
And that's kind of everyone else is very
Yeah.
What are they?
blah.
We also ended the movie they were like barbecuing on the rooftop in New York, so they haven't they're not at the house anymore.
What blew up?
Yeah. Oh, well, they'll get it back.
God.
Spoilers.
The car still in the garage, I bet.
Probably.
Not a scratch on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
even
and
though-
Brian's nowhere to be seen.
God.
Also they named the baby Brian at the end.
Yeah, I was like,
I kind of wish they would have named him Paul.
Yeah.
But could you imagine? Hey, everybody, meet Paul.
Yeah. Like why?
I have my suspicion that was I told you last night. I think that was a test market situation where they probably did both.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think a lot of people didn't recall who Paul was because a lot of people don't pay attention to movies the way that we do.
Yeah, that's true. So, but it's kind of weird. He's like, hey, everybody, I want you to meet Brian. And it's like, you named your baby after your brother-in-law?
That you at first wanted to sleep with?
Sus.
Yeah. Like, that's kind of weird, but okay.
Sus.
Yeah. I can't wait to watch the next two movies. I can't actually wait to rewatch Hobbs and Shaw because I think I've only seen it twice because I think we rewatched it before 10.
Yeah.
And I think we watched it in the theater. Yeah. I think that's it. Idris Elba is in it. He's the bad guy.
Yeah.
He's on Black Superman. He's British.
Oh, okay.
That's the big line from the trailer.
Yeah.
From Fast 10?
From Hobbs and Shaw.
That's the big line from Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah.
That's like the biggest
Black
line
Superman,
I remember.
because he's the bad guy and he's got like bio enhancements in his body.
Weird tech in this one.
Okay, great. Can't wait for that.
This one's way more sci-fi than the rest of them.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I did have a theory of what 10 would be like with Jason Momoa.
Oh yeah.
What if he thought he was Brian's actual dad, and this whole is Fast 10 just them fighting each other to get the paternity? What is it? Paternity. Yeah, test. Yeah.
Brian, the kid, is actually a big part in Fast 10.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. What? How old is he?
I mean, he's like. They age him up pretty fast.
They aged him up pretty quick. Is he
plays
aged
like
up by 9? He's kind of aged up by 9, but not
9. He's like a wee one, but by 10, he's like older.
Does he have the same thing Renesmee has?
No.
One of our customers actually went to school with that. Goes to school with that kid, and they were like, because when the movie was coming out, I mean, it was a big deal at the store. We got everyone else to watch the whole series, and we all went and Kenzie had watched like all of them within like a week, and we were hooting and hollering in the theater. In not a bad way, in not an annoying way, but there were things in Fast X that happened that you're just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And Jolene, I mean, she just saw Fast X and she was like, I can't stop thinking about it.
Really?
Yeah, it's really that good. I mean, it's stupid and it's crazy, but
how much would you think the AMC would charge me to can I just watch Fast 10 in here?
We should rent out. Maybe we should for Fast 10 rent out the Alamo and see if we can watch it.
We'll have an open sign up, and everyone who wants to can sign up and help us cover the cost of
I do have a gift card for there.
That's true. Yeah, we'll do a GoFundMe to rent out and we'll just invite everybody there that listens to the podcast.
Yeah.
And they can buy a ticket.
I think people would actually
People might do that.
Or that'd be a pretty fun little party.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we should do that. I mean, we're a good like 3 weeks away or 4 weeks away from that. 3 weeks away.
Mm-hmm. We'll see.
So we'll see. We'll find out. I don't know. Just
what we should probably do is we should probably plan on it for X2.
Oh God, part 2. I mean, that's going to be forever from now. Who even knows when that's coming out?
Next year, right?
Don't look at me. I'm just
pretty sure it's next year.
New to this journey.
I mean, I can't wait. I really want Hobbs and Shaw too.
They're doing a second one, or
It's still up in the air. I think.
I don't think it'll happen until after they're done with.
It does say 2025. Fast X Part 2. 2025. It's Louis Leterrier is directing it.
What if we all just like took a real long nap?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just put us in cryo for a year
and wake us up in the theater. Just put the tubes in the theater.
Yeah, I love it. I wonder when
stupid.
Fast X.
God.
Just like, I wonder what Fast X Part 3. When is that up there? It doesn't say. I think that's still like a potential.
Yeah.
Anyway. I mean, one of these, like, give us another 10 years, we're going to have to reboot the whole thing. I honestly think that the Fast series is more cohesive than the MCU. Especially now. Obviously now. But, like, leading up to Avengers and all that, I mean...
I don't know that it was more... I don't think leading up to it was...
Yeah, maybe not leading up to it.
What are you saying?
I think it hits harder as a franchise than the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I think it's able to do that because it is smaller.
Yeah.
you don't have like a Captain America trilogy that you have to make or whatever.
True.
So it's
you put it all into one movie. So it's like every movie is like the Avengers movie over and over again.
Mhm.
Yeah. I can see that. Anyway.
Mm.
Well, now what are we going to talk about?
I don't know.
well, you know what it's time for.
Oh yeah, it's a little segment we like to call Coral's Corner.
You bastards. God. I have nothing for this.
I know.
Like, I'm just
Oh, no.
trash.
There's no UFC until 300.
Yeah, what about the road to 300?
There has been fights, but they've been so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what we should talk about for Coral's Corner? We're only
Sorry,
I know it's your corner, but let me just chime in here. By the time this airs, Roadhouse will have released.
Oh yeah.
It comes out this week.
Yeah. Are y'all gonna watch Roadhouse?
I'm definitely gonna watch Roadhouse.
Yeah, I've been watching what are they, like, the interviews and shit? Which
The press?
actually, this is okay. I have a question. What is media training?
That's when you we've actually done media training.
How does one do that?
So that's when you do like fake you work with a publicist and they do like fake interviews with you and then they coach you on how to answer or not answer things.
It's kind of like when you see a good example of media training is like a Kate Winslet or, someone who goes on camera and they're charming and they're like engaging or whatnot. And then you have the other end of the spectrum where you've got your Renee Rapps and your Dakota Johnsons.
Dakota Johnsons.
who probably received lots of media training and just threw it right out the window.
Well, because Dakota Johnson's a fucking Nepo who's just like, fuck your media training. Oh, Jesus. Speaking of Dakota Johnson, we didn't even discuss the fact that, and so sorry, Coral's
My
Corner
corner
has
is
got,
crazy. We can keep it to.
and that's Coral's Corner.
Bye.
Speaking of Dakota Johnson, we just watched Madam Web.
Yeah, are you okay? Do you want to talk?
It was real bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen worse, I would say, because...
Could you give me an example?
Fast Five.
God, it's hard to pinpoint exactly.
Can you tell me your favorite part of the movie besides the credits? Oh
I mean, it's. I think it's hard for me to. I feel like I'm about to shit my pants, so it's hard for me to speak right now. Can we take a break for a second?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we're gonna have to put in a little intermission sound effect there because we just had to pause this thing so I could go shit my brains out. Woo. Anyway, so we just watched Madam Web, right? And you were asking me. I said it wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen, and you were telling me to say what the worst thing I had seen was.
Yeah.
Well, one thing was what I just did in that toilet. No, I'm kidding.
Oh God.
No, but I was thinking. So Spider-Man 3, the Tobey Maguire movie, like that one was just. It was so bad. It was like boring to watch, and you're kind of like it was like nonsensical, and cringy. I think. This was better than that.
Is that bad Spider-Man when he gets on the black suit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love when he's walking down that street and
when he's dancing like
I've been thinking a lot about this, and I just feel like nobody cared to make this movie.
Oh no, not at all.
It doesn't even Spider-Man 3, even like the bad Fantastic Four movie from a few years back. Someone cared about elements of that thing.
Yeah, the bad Fantastic Four movie, was probably worse than this.
I don't know because I still feel like someone gave a shit.
Yeah, I guess the problem with this movie is that it's like everything that happens in the movie is they're all bad decisions that are obviously made bad decisions. Like in terms of like what the characters do.
Well, it's a cast full of women. So
you said it, not me.
They're gonna come for me one day.
Yeah, they are, and you're gonna be ready to scissor every single one of them.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. Like the characters' motivations just don't make any sense.
They don't even really have motivation.
Yeah, not at all.
They're all singularly reactionary every single step of the way. No one has a thing that they're trying to do except one person.
Yeah,
and all of his lines are dubbed. I don't think there's a single line that they got.
Yeah, the bad guy. Every time he speaks, his lips are like out of sync. Like
What?
they dubbed him over. Like he like they didn't like what he was saying every line and they changed it. And every line he says is so dumb. It's like worse than it's like the way Vin Diesel speaks in Fast and Furious, but the lines are stupid and you're just like nobody talks like
There's
this.
no charisma behind them.
There's no
because
riz. No riz.
Oh,
it's astounding. But if you were a fan of the characters, you would look for something to be excited about. But the characters are so unformed, and
the other three girls never become spider ladies.
What?
In the movie, in the trailer, you see them dressed up in stuff. That's a vision from the future.
So only
that
one,
only
does
happens.
one of them?
None of them do.
No one puts on a one person.
The bad guy is dressed up like a spider guy.
Sometimes.
And he's like got bad powers. She, for whatever reason, has these like psychic powers because she was born in this like Peruvian cave while her mother was dying, and the spider people had a spider bite her. So she got psychic.
All of the things you just said would make no sense to anyone. I think this is the thing. They would make no sense to anyone who even read the comics.
I know.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So then, so the whole plot of the movie is that there's this bad guy who stole this magical spider or whatever in the beginning from Peru. And now, for whatever reason, he's super rich and he is having visions of these other three spider women killing him eventually. So he's been trying to track them down forever to kill them because he does not have God's eye.
No. Although...
But then eventually he kind of does have God's eye.
And it's all set in 2003 as if they want it to work within their Spider-Man continuity.
Right. Oh, right. Because Adam Scott is in it and he plays Uncle Ben.
Okay.
And he's got his pregnant girlfriend. Or sorry.
That's not his.
I said
that's his sister.
Adam Scott plays Uncle Ben.
Yes.
And his sister is pregnant in it.
Sister-in-law? I guess we don't know. It's his sister.
And she has the baby at the very end, and like she never tells us the name, but it's implied that it's Peter.
Yeah.
Peter Parker.
This is so dumb.
It's so
it has
dumb.
nothing to do with
But I don't even wait. How does she just now get visions?
So because she falls in water and dies.
But she got bit as a baby.
She didn't get bit. Her mom got bit.
And so then...
And then she starts having visions.
Because she had like an Age of Adeline moment?
But it's... but the visions are like... It's one of those things where like she doesn't reconcile the fact that she's having visions for quite a while. So she has visions and then she's like, what? Didn't that just happen?
Deja vu.
I'm crazy. Don't tell me I'm crazy. It's like that.
See, but that's like... Which is kind of like sucks. Like you get a Marvel, like a superhero movie and you cast all women and then you just give them nothing. It's like,
I mean, there's a bunch of writers on it. So you know that like this thing was hacked up for shit.
Well, they were all writing separate movies, it sounds like.
And then the director came from directing like the early Marvel TV shows like Defenders and...
You know, the more I'm thinking about this, you know what this was someone sold... Okay, so Sony has the rights to Spider-Man for film and video games and all that kind of stuff. And they never sold it back to Marvel. They just have this co-production agreement. They also, through that, own a lot of the characters and their rights through the Spider-Man universe. So someone said, who else is a spider person?
Yeah.
It needs to be a lady. And the most powerful spider lady is Madam Web. But the problem is you have to know a lot of Spider-Man in order for Madam Web to be significant.
Sorry, who is Madam Web?
So
which one is it?
It's Dakota Johnson.
But
her name is actually Web. Her last name is Webb also.
Yeah. I'm going to throw this fucking table. But she's not a Spider Woman.
Madam Web in the comics is... So, okay. This is... I'm probably going to butcher this. So don't at me, people. But as the resident spider in the Edge of the Spider-Verse, there's all these different dimensions with all these different spider people, and they're all connected by this like web. I forget what they call it in the comics, but it's like the
Is it like the Great Web or something?
Something like that. It's like the Great Web or the whatever. And then Madam Web is able to control it in some way, or she can see into all of it. And so all these big crossovers like the Edge of Spider-Verse and Dark Web and shit like that are all part of that, and Madam Web usually shows up to like help fix things or whatever. So anywho,
so I will not be watching
the idea being that she is the spider who feels things through the web. You know, a spider sits in the middle and it feels like vibrations, and that's how it attacks its prey.
I learned about that.
She can, that's
her thing,
except multidimensional.
Yeah. And in the comics, I guess she's blind, and at one point she's in a wheelchair, and like at the end of this movie she is blind and in a wheelchair, and she's like, but she's very like, now she can see everything, and so she's like in the wheelchair like, I can see, I've never seen more better before.
She's like telling someone to be careful of knocking over milk on a counter or something.
She's like gazoon tight, and then the girl sneezes. It's so dumb. It's so dumb.
I wish they would have just had her blind in a wheelchair the whole movie.
I know.
100% reminds me of this really terrible series that was on, I want to say WB back in the day, called Birds of Prey.
Oh God, yeah.
It had that quality of production by the end of it. And I was just like, oh man.
Wow.
Totally. I feel bad for Dakota Johnson, but at the same time I don't, because she's gotten no talent. I'm going to say it right there.
Wow.
She has no talent.
She's going to come on the podcast someday.
Yeah.
She's going to sit across from you with those shark eyes.
I mean, she's pretty. I guess if you want to consider that a talent.
Remember, Jeff, you said that I had no talent.
She's gonna pull out the receipts.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm looking at her list of stuff she's done, and obviously like 50 Shades of Grey sticks out.
I was about to say, did you not see her on that pool table?
I saw
talent, baby.
I saw all 50 Shades of Grey, but then like Suspiria, the remake, in 2018.
Maybe it's good. We didn't see it.
We didn't see it. I guess it's good. Bad Times at the El Royale. That was
I watched that. I did not remember she's in that.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
And then the rest is just a bunch of bullshit I've never heard of. So there's that.
I do like her interviews, though. I don't care. Like, if she's got bad media training.
Yeah.
I'm sure she had the best media training.
Probably.
I just think she doesn't care.
Sydney Sweeney was like, I think she's a terrible actress, too.
Yeah, Euphoria? Euphoria. Nope. Euphoria. Fuck it. She did. She's great in that. I thought she was.
She's good in Euphoria, sure.
I think she's a good actress who needs a good director to like get her into the right places.
She's got the way her voice is and her inflection just comes across like so juvenile to me in a like I'm just a pretty girl kind of way. She's also in a schoolgirl outfit this entire Madam Web movie.
They know what they're doing.
She acts so young.
Yeah.
And sexualized every single time she's playing young. She's playing a sexual creature.
I mean, they got her 17 years old getting railed in every fucking scene in that show. So it's like,
oh, Euphoria?
Yeah.
She was still like in her 20s.
Oh, Emma Roberts played.
I know,
May.
but she's playing the baby, you know?
Emma Roberts played May?
Yeah. Sorry.
He's
not May.
Emma Roberts.
It wasn't May.
Yeah, it said May Parker. Mary Parker.
Yeah, because she can't be May. He
Sorry.
just started dating May in the movie.
Yeah.
Y'all threw me.
Sorry, Emma Roberts is also in Madam Web, and so is Zosia Mamet.
The AHS American Horror Story gal?
Yes.
What was the fuck am I saying? But you know they got her in 3 damn movies. Sydney Sweeney right now.
Yeah.
Like they just.
She's furious.
You know what? She was great in she was great in White Lotus.
Yeah.
Season 1.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What?
You ever watch White Lotus?
What's a White Lotus?
God damn it!
When they give Sydney Sweeney, like, it's director, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think she either fulfills the smart late teenager role, or I think directors try and get her to play dumb, and that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna watch that nun movie she's in, where she's the chosen one?
Immaculate.
No. Okay.
I don't have a desire to.
She's 27.
Yeah, she's.
Yeah, you haven't seen the White Lotus? It's on HBO. There's only 2 seasons, and it's only like I think 8 episodes a season. It's amazing.
It's really good.
Okay.
Oh, You would love it.
You would love it. Oh, it's
You
only
would
7
love it.
episodes this season.
Okay. White Lotus.
White
Check.
Lotus. Yeah.
What
Season
did
1 and season 2.
Ooh, I did watch a good movie.
Oh, what'd you watch?
Dish.
And y'all didn't fucking watch it, I know. Poor
Oh.
Things.
Not
We didn't have
yet.
time yet.
You have nothing but time. You're never doing anything.
That's not true. Oh, now that you mention it, you're right. I don't have nothing but time.
Wow.
Yeah?
What a movie.
Did
Yeah.
she deserve that Oscar?
She and many more.
Really?
Like America needs to take real good care of that girl. she did the damn thing. It was really, really good. Not just because you see so much, but
so much what?
There's a lot of merkin. There's a lot of nipple. There's peepees everywhere. It's crazy.
Wait, there's peepees?
So many peepees.
All right, then I definitely want to watch it.
I think that's what they are. I don't know.
How come nobody told me that till now?
You're the one that told me that she gets pounded in it.
I know that she
and
gets pounded, but that doesn't mean you see peepees. Peepees are.
Where do you think peepees go when they get pounded?
Listen, we live in a society where we got to see nipples all day long. Anyway,
What did we just see a PP in recently?
It was surprising.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
No, okay. It'll come back to you. And I thought about it with Saltburn and how everybody freaked the fuck out. If you freaked out, what?
Sorry, I remembered. It was The Righteous Gemstones.
Oh, yeah.
Another show that you have to watch.
Oh, my God. Just make me a list. But anyways, the people that watch Saltburn that was freaking out, you live such a vanilla life. If Saltburn got to you, you need to grow up.
Yeah.
Because comparing that to Poor Things, that should be everyone's reaction.
Yeah.
Because what you see in there is good golly, like
Is it like a period piece? I'm so
It's fantastical, right? It's like
it's
fantasy.
like the future.
I
They don't explain it.
I thought
Not
it was
really.
kind of like a female Frankenstein. Story.
Yeah,
It's kinda
so
what I've got.
that's what I was thinking. It's very female Frankenstein. It's really really good. And then
Because when I look at it in my mind, it always feels like vaudeville to me, and I'm like, do I want to watch that?
what's vaudeville? What?
I think there are probably elements of that in that.
Like, doesn't it like feel like that? Vaudeville's like, hello, my darling, hello.
No,
you
it's
know?
not. It's stupid. No, I like the whole like the background, and then you'll see it whenever they're on like she's in the middle of the ocean on a ship
Mhm.
going to a city. It looks great. It's like obviously not real,
Mhm.
but I like what they did with it was awesome.
Yeah.
She just I don't know Frankenstein that gets smart.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah, she
okay.
puts
She's
it-
not, and she's not a corpse. It's less about the. It's more about, from what I can tell, it's more about what happens after Frankenstein's monster is brought to life.
It's what I thought she was a corpse, and then you learn that it's very more fucked up than that. What she is just. Mm-mm.
All right, maybe we'll check it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just let me know. Especially she puts an apple in there. I have to say it.
Jeez.
In her butt?
No. Just sitting at the dinner table, she's like, she just learned what that is down there, and she's like, oh,
Down where?
down there.
The Scissor Sisters?
Yeah, she learned it. Yeah.
Oh no.
And she was like sitting at their table eating breakfast, and she's like, wonder where I can put this. Oh, I know where I can put this apple. And I was like, oh my God. Yeah.
Did Molly watch this one with you?
Yeah.
What did she think?
She loved it. She thought it was great.
Yeah.
And then we got a lot of ideas.
Oh,
no.
God damn it. Well, on that note, I guess that's our show. We'll see you next week.
Okay.